Hi and welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto. Okay, so Bitcoin's had rather a good day actually today. There's something I didn't quite expect, I must admit. It's been like an $8,000 pump today, which is brilliant. Now, that is the index chart, but if we look at the ByBit chart that I was playing with this morning over on the Stonksy Indicator live stream, I actually drew this double bottom here as a kind of scenario of something that might play out with the idea of double bottom breakout and go up, and it's exactly what it did. There is this CME gap here, 84,475 as well, so it looks like that could probably get filled, sometime this week, sometime quite soon, maybe even tonight. Because the market is looking really quite bullish. Now, the thing I'm finding amazing is I've kind of sorted my watch list into different sections. So I've got all the kind of ESDT tokens. That's all the ones on the MultiversX blockchain. This one that launched a few weeks ago, PAL, that's been up and down like mad, but nevertheless, it did actually go up like 16% today. eGold, which has been down really, really badly, eGold popped up 12.5%, so it's now $14. I have actually been buying that when it's been down at 12 or so. So that's good. So I made a bit of money there. Anyway, and I've got all the regular crypto here. So these are sorted in order of the amount of change percentage. So you got stuff like Tau, SUI, ZRO, AVAX, XRP, all there in the 13% to 17%. And then down the bottom, I've put like traditional stocks. So here, these look like cryptos, don't they? You've got like Tesla at 22%, MSTY, not quite sure what that is. That's 20% as well. And then these other ones like Palantir up 19%. I did actually have a bag of that yesterday and I sold it. But Nvidia's up 18%. It's looking great, isn't it? Now, I'm actually quite chuffed with how well I've done with the traditional shares, to be honest. Today I sold some Tesla shares where I made £211. That's UK pounds. Yesterday I sold some Palantir shares there, and there I made £1,132. Then on Monday I sold some Intel shares, and that made me £78. And then back on the 1st of April I made £138 selling some Tesla shares. So overall I started off by putting £20,000 into this trading 212 stocks ISA, and I've made £1,592.40 since last week. So this has been like really good. So I'm really pleased with this, and because it's in a stocks ISA, that profit is tax free. And of course the new tax year started last Saturday, so I can now put another £20,000 in there as well, and then once again, profits from that are tax-free. So, it's worth taking advantage of the ISA allowance you get if you do live in the UK. So what caused this pump today? Well, as usual, it's news-driven. So Trump decided to give a 90-day pause on the tariffs, although that didn't actually apply to China, where he put it up to 125%. So that is effective immediately. So I don't really see why that didn't sort of make the market dump again. But I don't know. I'm getting a bit fed up with it all being so news driven, really. But I guess that's just how the market is these days. And as we can see, it's not just crypto; it's traditional finance as well. So I suppose the question is what's in store for Bitcoin? Well, one thing that's given me quite a lot of hope is, the CME gap up there at 84,475, of course. And also, if I put on my EMAs, we'll look at that on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that these green and yellow EMAs at 21 and 55 have just crossed, actually. They did that at 8 p.m. UK time, so that was an hour and 45 minutes ago. So that's actually looking really good. That pump has just sort of retraced the dump from Sunday. So it's all good, really. Now, I am actually trading this. I'm trading this one on ByBit. And it looks like I've gone mad with this one because I started off quite low at 70 something grand, and I've gradually been sort of like increasing the leverage and then adding bits of the margin back in. So I'm actually only trading with $371, but I've actually got this now 143% in profit. So that has an unrealized profit of $534. So that's going really well. I've got a bit more capital to deploy here, and I've also got a stop loss set in profit there, which I'm going to keep moving up. And before I go to sleep tonight, I'll probably close this trade, or at least close a good portion of it, because obviously the leverage is very stupid. It's on 50x leverage, but it's safe now because it's so in profit. I can merrily put the stop loss into profit, and there's nothing to worry about there. If you want to trade on ByBit, I can get you up to a $30,000 free trading bonus when you sign up if you use savewith.crypto.org/ByBit. I have other exchanges you can use as well if you can't use ByBit in your country, and the best way to find out about those is to go to savewithcrypto.org. So it does say here, Save with Crypto, it's .org, not .com. And if you go to exchanges here, you can see the ones I mostly use. So ByBit you can use in quite a lot of countries. You can't use it in the US or the UK, unfortunately. And that will give you up to a $30,000 trading bonus. BitGet you can use in most countries, but once again, you can use it in the UK, but you can't do any futures trading with it, so no leverage. And that isn't available in the US either. And then my other two favourite exchanges are Blofin and BitUnix. BitUnix you can use in any country in the world except China, North Korea and Iran. And Blofin you can use pretty much in every country, but some countries you might have to use a VPN, which is probably something you should probably do anyway, although I must admit I don't all the time. And there are other exchanges as well where I can get you a sign-up bonus. So, for example, with Phemex, I can get you $8,800 for free when you sign up. So do check out those links on Save with Crypto. It's .org, not .com. Now, just in case you've been wondering, the QR oscillator, the quad rotation oscillator that I've been talking about for the last week or so, that is nearly ready for me to publish now. I just need to finish writing the description for it. This is this thing down here. This is currently my personal version, but I'm just making sure it all works properly. And this is really good because like it's really hard to see, but like there's a little green arrow just there. This is the super up indicator, and when that appeared here, it was the first of the bottoms there. And then you also had this green line just above here, like a green straight line, which is a line showing bullish divergence. So that was a good signal that the price was going to go up, and that's what it did there. And then you get the opposite. You get these red lines down there, which show bearish divergence, and the price came back down. You had bullish divergence again, and you've had quite a lot of it here as well. And that's when we've seen the rally today. So this has been quite an amazing oscillator. Now, what we can do with this is to get an idea of how the price is moving on the very short time frames is look at it on the 1 minute. What this is really good for is identifying tops. So, for example, here where the green crosses were appearing, that means that even though all the stochastics are very, very overbought, the trend was still to the upside. So that was getting like really, really high. And then when the green crosses stop appearing, the price came down. Okay, we had that little slump there. So once again, all these stochastics are up here, and it's looking just very, very positive, really, to be honest. So I'm expecting a bit more upside. I guess my trade's looking good now. Yeah, it is, yeah. That's $709, 189%. Not bad. Now, I've got this money here I want to put into the trade. So I'll have to have a think about that. Maybe I'll just move it up to there or something. But yeah, that's a nice profit from just using $375 of margin. So if you want to do that, check out the exchanges that are on savewith.crypto.org. Okay, it's getting a bit late now. It's like 10 p.m. So I really need to publish this before the day finishes, because I do publish one video a day at least. And yeah, I'm so sorry this is a bit late, but hopefully it'll be enough to keep the Google algorithm happy. Okay, so if you like the sound of that, please do give the video a big fat like. Make sure you are subscribed and you've got the notifications turned on. Any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Did I say give the video a big fat like? I think I did, but make sure you do it anyway. And above all, tell your friends.
Save with Crypto has to be one of the best YouTube channels that the United States has ever seen. Kamala Harris is not a subscriber, but I am. I have notifications set to all as well. I'd strongly suggest you subscribe to Save with Crypto today. Above all, you should tell your friends.
Save with Crypto is not a financial advisor. He just makes ice cream on the internet. If you cannot find someone to do your own research, you must do it yourself, just like I did not.